Oh no.
Beats Planet.
Come on in. I actually like how that sounds. We'll just leave that in the background, man. We'll leave that in the background. Shouts out to the Blue Flame, all the essential workers at the Blue Flame. Everybody clocking in right there. Everybody working at us, making more than all the rest of us. Appreciate you, man. All the Blue Flame workers that's leaving work with a pillowcase full of money. Shouts out to y'all. So chat, in case you didn't know, I am incredibly phony. Let me hit y'all with an old no for being phony. Oh no. I'm incredibly phony. Boy, if this was any other way, if this game would have went any other direction, boy, we probably would have had a 2-hour show, 3-hour show, some of that nature. You know, on days like this, the post-game show ain't gonna be but 30 minutes at best. I got food waiting in the kitchen too. And I'm going to go see Black Panther. Oh no. Shit. Y'all lucky if you get a long show out of me. But we will be doing some work later on. Not today, but tomorrow. On the volume, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Central. We'll really be breaking this thing down, going in depth, talking about it, me and my guy Will Steele. But as of today, oh yeah, look, peep this out too, because look, Brumley disappeared, right? And it was all like, look, where was Brumley at? Brumley ass texted me 30 minutes for the game, and he said, yo, Voch, I gotta go. One of our other guys they're gonna be the ones that end the stream, right? And I was like, all right, cool. I didn't notice at the time, but shit, they ass ain't in the stream, so I'm just sitting up there waiting. I ended it myself, and then I thought about it. Brumley did say he was going to go see Black Panther today. Brumley got the hell out of Dodge. He saw the Cowboys lose to Green Bay, boy. Anyway, I'm gonna give a brief little talk about what happened today. The phone lines are open, but they're a phony phone line. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna be, we ain't taking 30 calls tonight. You know what I mean? I may take 5. I may take 5 from privileged high platinum people. The rest of y'all, I apologize. I'm really not sorry, but I will give y'all my general idea of what happened here. One thing that I don't want to do is blame this on the officials, because it is always my notion that if you just win cleanly, then the officials don't get involved, So we can't help a no PI call on CeeDee Lamb and Alexander or whatever. We can't help that. But what we can help is Jalen Tolbert lining up at corner. What we can help is Connor McGovern holding, or Tyler Smith holding. Other little nonsense penalties. We can't afford miscommunications on deep passes to what's his face, Christian Watson. Christian Watson ain't had but 4 catches, but he had 3 touchdowns, right? Can't have those. I like how aggressive Mike McCarthy was. We went for it on a lot of 4th downs today. That was cool, But I feel like when it's 4th and 4 and you in field goal range and it's overtime, you got to take the points. You feel me? I feel like versus this Green Bay team, bro, like we always put up enough points on them. You know what I mean? I feel like the last few times we played them, we've put up enough points on them. You know, every game ain't going to be pretty. You know, some games going to be just uglier than others, especially when there's road games in Lambeau. You got to find a way to win those games. But I always feel like we put up enough points on there. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to be the guy. Let me look this up so I can be exact here, right? I'm not going to be the guy that says, where was the pass rush? One, yes, we could have had more pass rush, but we could have had more pass rush opportunities. Aaron Rodgers was 14 for 20. It really wasn't even a whole bunch of pass rush opportunities in general. You understand? But that dogged run defense is such a problem. It's not all right, KD. I need something different. Let's go to our jazzy playlist. We'll go to our jazzy playlist, our sad jazzy playlist. I feel like we put up enough points, man. But when dudes can run the ball against you whenever they want to, and when you have 3 chunk plays for touchdowns, can't do it. Can't do it. Now, am I going to be hyperbolic like I see some people in the chat box saying that my defense is bad and they're overrated or they're trash or they're garbage? I'm not going to say that. But you got to be able to stop the run. But that's something we knew in the first place. You know what I mean? That's something we knew in the first place. I feel like if the offense would have played a little cleaner, then it would have been a lot less pressure on the defense. But fuck, man, that's 28 points in Lambeau, man. That's 28 points in Lambeau. What are my other thoughts? Let's go over here. Dak Prescott did not play let me say this. He didn't have a very consistent game. Dak Prescott didn't have a consistent game. But my big problem is Dak threw the ball 46 times. That's not our new formula. We got away from, from that thing that we do. Foster King says nobody will say it, but Dan Quinn is getting out-coached. I'll talk to Foots about that later. I don't know. I just feel like shit, man. We just gotta whatever it is in run defense land. That's what's going on. So, Dak had a very inconsistent game, right? When Dak was on, Dak was on. And when Dak was off, he was high and far left. So it was a very inconsistent day. I know both of those picks will be looked at as, Dak's fault. Even though I feel like Dak didn't play perfect and Dak missed a lot of targets, I don't think that those picks were on him. I don't remember the first pick. The second CeeDee Lamb pick, definitely not on him, but I don't remember that first pick. I got to think back on that first pick. Or at least watch the film and figure out which first pick was the first pick. But yeah, Dak, 46 attempts is way too much. We probably should have thrown it a little bit more. But either way, Tony Pollard with his 22 carries. Tony didn't look bad with his 22 carries. He averaged 5.2 yards a carry, 115 yards, and I wish we would have ran the ball more. Even if it's a situation where Tony doesn't get the ball more, run Malik Davis more, because Malik Davis didn't run bad. He got 5 carries for 38 yards, 7.6 yards per carry. I'd have took it. Even Dak Prescott running, right? Like Dak on his quarterback sneaks. Dak was undefeated on quarterback sneaks. Big day from CeeDee Lamb, but it wasn't enough. 11 catches for 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. Cool. Dalton Schultz did his thing. He had his day. I don't even remember Dalton Schultz scoring. I don't even remember. Gallup, 4 for 35. Just put that right there. Let me just cut this down for a little bit. Shouts out to Michael Gallup. He making a little bit of money right now. I think we need a wide receiver too, though. Cross that road when we get there. I know he was a little unhealthy there, but we'll see. Tony had 3 catches. Turpin had 1 for 9. Turpin didn't play great today. Noah Brown 1 for 3. Sean McEwen 1 for 1. Hendershot. D-Law went crazy today. He had a sack. Bunch of run game stuff. Yeah, man. Let me go back and watch the film to really break down what was going on in the run game, man. But we just couldn't get stops. We couldn't get stops. I think it was definitely Aaron Rodgers towards the end of the game, and it was the 3 big chunk plays to Christian Watson. Can't have those, man. Can't have those, bro. How long the show been going so far? Because I want to make sure I'm phoning to y'all. 17 minutes. Oh yeah, we almost done. Look, man, we almost done. You can go ahead. We almost done. We almost done here. 17 minutes in. Oh, we almost done here. We ain't got long here. We ain't got very long here. Let me lock these phones up.
The conference has been locked.
Now, chat, mind you, I am running phones beyond, what I really want to do. I really just want to wrap the show up and get up out of here. And I kind of want to call Footsie King, but I'm just going to, I got 5 callers online right now. I would love to hear what y'all got to say. And of course, somebody tagging me to something that Foot said on Twitter. So listen, we're going to get these 5 calls in. 5, we're going to get these 5 calls in. Then after that, I'm going to read these supers. I'm going to read a little bit of the chat. And, hey, man, we'll get ready for Monday. Well, I'm going to get ready for Black Panther, but we'll get ready for Monday. Let's see. Let's cut this down. Mr. Englewood says, y'all had one job. I know, right? Tackle Aaron Jones and, what's his name? A.J. Dillon. That was the job. Now, callers, I understand that there's only a few of y'all, but get in quick, all right? Get in, make your point, get on up out of here, all right? Because I got to go eat. And I'm being phony. Danny Savage, what up?
What's up, Voch? Just a little frustrated.
Of course.
Let's see. 240 against Chicago. Everybody was happy, like it was New Year's Eve. 214 today against the Packers. Next week, we're going to make Dalvin Cook look like AP. We still never solved what New England did to us last year. We still cannot stop the run. McCarthy went for it in the fourth, in overtime, because we couldn't stop Rodgers all fourth quarter. If we would have made the field goal, Rodgers gets the ball, marches right back down the field. My only bitch is the last 2 plays that Dak had, they should have been runs instead of passes. But this game, you can't put on Kellen. And just getting back to the refs, and then I'm out, we all know we cannot put the game in the refs' hands. We had our chance. We were up by double digits. That's the only way the refs can't screw us. And for everyone who picks up Christian Watson tomorrow, he won't have 3 more touchdowns the rest of the season.
He sure won't.
I'm out. I'm pissed off. I'm always pissed off. Bye, Rutch.
He sure won't. Appreciate you, brother. Good call. Me and Danny Savage do agree there. I don't think this is a Kellen Moore fault game. I think Kellen Moore is always a low-hanging fruit. Chat box really ain't trying to hear that neither. I bet the chat would love to blame us on Kellen. I don't think this is a Kellen Moore problem. I think if you get 28 points against these dudes, I think that's enough, man. I think that's enough. It ain't gonna be perfect as a road game. It's gonna be ugly, but if you get 28 points against these dudes, man, you got it's especially if you get 28 points, you up double digits. You know what I mean? You just can't have chunk plays like that, man. Chunk plays will do it to you. Let's get JR quickly. What up, JR?
I don't know if you saw it. Right before he kicked that field goal, they panned to Jerry Jones. He was on the phone having a conversation, and I want to bet he was having a conversation with 1 or 2 people. Odell Beckham's agent or Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn, you ought to be ashamed. Your boy Mike McCarthy expected you to come in there, hold them down, you know what I'm saying? You get out there, you know what I'm saying, and let them run up and through your doggone defense like it's the Beltway A, like it's 290, you know what I'm saying, like it's the 610 South. Come on, baby. Whew.
Right.
Man. All I got to say is this loss may have put us out the playoffs.
Oh
Look
no,
at what
no.
the Giants are doing.
No. JR, relax,
They
sir.
won, we lost.
JR, relax, sir.
They look at what they doing. They won. I know we still gotta play them. I know.
JR, relax, sir.
I'm just saying.
JR.
It's a possibility. I ain't definite. It's a possibility. You know what I'm saying?
Relax.
Get
JR.
over there on the phone, get him in here. You know what I'm talking about? We need some help. You know, last lightly, you know what I'm saying? I ain't heard from Short Dog in a long time, man. I just want to say, brother, we love you wherever you are. We miss you. It's Voch Nation, baby. You know you always hold it down. Short D-O-double-G, you know what I'm saying? Hold it down in the street.
Appreciate
Call
JR.
in when you get a chance.
Appreciate you.
All right, then. Voch, I'm gonna send. It look like I'm gonna send you my weekly shipment of blue Skittles. You sound like you know y'all over there cooking, and you might be able to have a blue chew party before I do.
We'll see. Appreciate you.
Hey, Voch.
Voch,
last thing.
Please.
Man, cooking segment. Your chef. You got yourself. I am athlete that thing, baby.
We'll work on it. We'll work on it. Appreciate it, JR. Good call, man. I don't think we out the playoffs. Now I do think this was playoff implicating. I think this is another loss in the NFC when a lot of NFC teams have been beating Green Bay. So I do think it's a playoff implicator, but I don't think this is a put you out the playoff game. This is definitely a playoff positioning game. So that's just that. So look, I'm not absolving Dak from responsibility here, right? I do think Dak can play better. But I'm surprised that the chat isn't saying more like tackle Aaron Jones or Christian Watson can't have three chunk plays. Like, I'm surprised chat isn't saying 3 chunk plays for touchdowns. I'm so shocked. The chat box ain't saying that, and normally I let y'all get away with low hanging Kellen Moore, Dak Prescott fruit, but it's just pretty odd to me. Let's get Landlord on the phone quickly. What's up, bro?
What's happening with you, Voch?
What's good, big dog? What you got for the show?
Not much, man. That was a tough loss right there in Lambeau, man. I really said it from the beginning not to go in here playing down to the level of your competition. I felt like it was a little part of that in there. But one thing I did notice, man, like Dak had some costly turnovers, but because if you get any kind of points on that first drive, when we had just got the turnover and he threw the ball, this could have been a different game. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So we're going to hold Dak accountable as well. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have his best showing.
For sure.
But at the same time, on the defensive side, man, we do need Dan Quinn going to have to figure out this stopping the run thing, man. Sure. I don't know what we need to do. I don't know what's the problem, but we can't stop the run at all. And I'm going to make it short. Micah Gallup is injured, man. I don't see that. This is not Micah Gallup. No. This is Micah Gallup. He is a shell of himself, in my opinion. This does not look like MG13 to me.
Yeah. And,
that's a problem if he's forcing himself on the field. And one more thing, one of the biggest things that hurt us on defense, man, I know for a fact at least 2 of those touchdowns was on Bland, and that's a rookie.
Yeah.
And, he having his welcome to NFL moment, I guess, man. You going up against an all-time and Aaron Rodgers, and he got exposed. He got caught lacking today. Yep. And if I'm not mistaken, the other one was on Kelvin Joseph.
Yeah.
I could be mistaken, though. But I know 2 of them was on Bland. So, hopefully he can watch that tape, learn from it, and, wake back up in the morning and come back swinging, man.
We'll see about it. Landlord from Alabama on all social media platforms and YouTube. Appreciate you, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. Yo, chat, I'm telling y'all, I'm phony, man. We're at the 25-minute mark. We got 2 calls. Hey, yo, look, we working, man. Cash Kai hadn't called us in a minute. What up, Cash Kai?
Yo, Voch.
What's good, my boy?
Tell you right, goddamn Dak.
I know you hate Dak. I know you hate Dak Prescott. Come on, I know you hate Dak.
I ain't even gonna start with that. I'm gonna start with the fact I done brought my ass up here to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Sitting up there in Lambeau Field, freezing my ass off. I said,
I ain't
gonna do it like I'm done. I ain't gonna do it this year.
Yeah.
I ain't going to no games before the playoffs. We won a couple, so I was feeling good, man. But it's just something about this team that we can't get over the hump with. I know, the rushing defense, I just think it comes down to the personnel. We don't have this has been a problem for us about the last 3, going back to when we lost to the Rams in the playoffs.
Sure.
And we had chubby C.J. Anderson looking like Eric Dickerson out there. Like, it's just the personnel. So, and until we can get the right guys in there, we're going to always have a problem with that. And if we, last week, I mean, I don't know. It just was a bad sign. Shit, it was cold out here, but Cowboys Nation keep watching shit. Y'all enjoy the rest of the season. Enjoy it week to week, but it's going to be a battle if we're going to get to where we got to go. But shit, just lock in. Keep trying to stay positive.
Cash Kai, one more thing before you leave. I just want to give you flowers, sir, because there's a lot of people in this chat box, and it's almost turned into a cultural thing. But people at a huge rate just don't want to eat IHOP anymore. So I just want to give you credit, sir. Shouts out to you, man. Shouts out to you, Cash Kai.
Shouts out to you too, Roger, baby.
You a legend, man. Appreciate you. Cash, look, man. Cash Kai just overwhelmingly people don't want to eat IHOP no more. just at an alarming rate. We'll talk about this a little bit more. Give me a little time to process my thoughts, and we'll talk about it. Let's get Mr. Ronnie on the phone. See what he's talking about. How you doing, Mr. Ronnie?
How you doing, boss? God bless you and the family and the show like always.
Appreciate you.
The showing was bad on the defense. I mean, like, bad.
Yeah.
I mean, if we don't show up to run no matter what we do, because they you know what I'm saying, they put us up. We was up and we gave up a lead like that.
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, it's bad. Dan Quinn got to really check himself. Like, what? Because if he's able to solve these other problems, he needs to solve the main problem.
Right.
Because it ain't no sense, you know what I mean? Because if you ain't solving the main problem and they running, I mean, they was running. And then also, too, do you notice that when a team never does anything special, every time they play against the Dallas, they seem to do something special like that young man? How the hell did that young man come off and get off like that when he wasn't doing nothing? Come on, Dallas. It seems like you got to really step up in these games. I don't know. They got to really look at themselves because Aaron Rodgers he owns us. I'm sorry, but he owns us.
Yeah.
I mean, well, he owns them. You don't know us, but you know what I'm saying? But he owns them. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But anyway, that's what I got for this show. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay positive, but you got to realize that didn't play good neither.
Sure.
And then one thing I didn't understand, when we scored the first touchdown, what was the purpose of you trying to throw in a pass when the defense put you right there? All you had to do was stay with the run. That momentum, to me, really changed the whole game. Right. It was like that just sucked everything out of us. Yep. Even though we managed to do other plays to get ahead, but that one was very crucial. But that's all I got for today. God bless you and the family, like always, and keep up the good work, my brother.
Appreciate you, Mr. Ronnie. Good call.
All right.
Let's go over some of these supers, and we gonna boogie, man. Now, of course, when I gather my thoughts and I look over the film again and I talk to Will Steele and Fuster King, of course, we're going to have a well thought out, idea of this. But hey, man, look, I will say this. If I could walk away with any positivity here, you need games like this, You need games like this to get you back on track, Because I promise you what probably crept in the mind of them dudes, talking about the Cowboys, what probably crept in the mind is, oh, Green Bay ain't who Green Bay used to be. We're going to go in there and smoke the shit out of Green Bay. That's how I felt. But I'm a civilian, But if you a player and that's how you looking at it, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. All right? Let's get into these supers that we clocking out, all right? Let's see. Kerry Hampton says, but Buffalo lost too. Cowboy fans care nothing about that. Look, Cowboy fans care nothing about who else lost. We don't wipe these 304s. Drop 5. It says, why is it when the Cowboys lose, people act like the season over? Still plenty of season left. Almost tempted to DM an OnlyFan 304 after this loss. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that, sir. It's bad business. Josh Rander says, we fight. We ain't win today. But get ready. Appreciate you, Josh. We them boys talked about Dak. Andy J drop 5 and says, push for the 30 for 30, Jimmy Sexton. Neil Johnson says, Oh, I get it. That's from the other volume shit. Okay, cool. That ain't our show. Get them about it. That ain't our show. That's not our show. And then we got on the Voch side before we clock out. Boom, 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 boom. Reese dropped 5 and says, "Glad I found you, Voch. You made my game watching experience here in Dallas worth it. Much love, bro." Salute to you, brother Reese. CeeDee 24 dropped a deuce and says, "That route, but CeeDee not a number one though." Yeah, CeeDee had a good game today. Good game today. KC Podcast from the Closet dropped a deuce and says, "Kick the field goal. The run defense is now a real concern." I ain't never want to give Aaron Rodgers the ball back in the first place. We read Mr. Englewood. Dylan dropped 5 and says, "With how the run defense is, does the 80% still want OBJ? It's just crazy." Yes, I want OBJ because even if the run defense is bad, more points will help. Shit. Eastside Harold dropped a deuce super chat. I ain't know Eastside Harold still watching my content. Appreciate you. He dropped a deuce and says, "Both teams from Texas not making the playoffs." Now Eastside Harold. Come on, sir. You know better than that. Appreciate you though. Brandon J dropped 5 and says, "Why do you think the defense hasn't been the same since Forrest returned?" Well, our defense wasn't really a run-stopping defense in the first place, sir. Seems like they lost their edge now that they haven't now that they aren't relied upon so heavily. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. I just think it's just a run defense thing. That's all. Jonathan Walters dropped 5 and says, "I know you're a Dak guy." I'm not. I know you're a Dak guy, so no harp on him tonight. How do you Voch the GM fix the run defense? Well, I think it's a dude thing. I don't think it's a scheme thing. Like Foster King hit the roundtable group chat, and I'm gonna start selling tickets for people to kind of eavesdrop on us a little bit. But Fuss was like, Dan Quinn got out coached. I don't think this is a scheme thing. I just think it's a dude thing. I think it's a dude thing. But let me watch the film. I'm gonna have some answers for you. All right. Let me watch the film with my Seiko Presage on. Let me watch the film and I'll figure out what happened with some of those outside runs. But in terms of like what happened at the end of the game in the passing situations, that's just Aaron Rodgers, bro. That's just Aaron Rodgers, bro. And the one thing that we talked about this week is you do not want to give Aaron Rodgers life. Oh, that motherfucker got life, boy. Aaron Rodgers has received some life. So Packers could be making a little run. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they were just the desperate team and we played down to them. I don't have the answers, but I will have some better answers for y'all tomorrow. But Voch, the show is only 34 minutes. Man, y'all know I'm phoning when we take L's, man. Follow me on Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI. Be sure to hit the like button in all of my volume pages. Follow the Patreon, patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. That's where we'll be breaking down the film in the long form. And hey, follow Will Steele at Skywalker Steele, SKYWALKER STEELE. And let's see who's live still. Hey, look, Will Steele is still live, so let's give them a little bit of support, eh? Let's give them a little bit of support, eh? Let's see. Let's see. Well, they show loading, so hold on. They may not even.
Live, and then about 3:06 I'll be on Voch Lombardi live.
Oh yeah, man! They look, they didn't wrap the show. We'll still just got hit in, man. Hey, so look, this is what we gonna do, man. We gonna go support Law Nation page. Then this is what we gonna do.
Throws balls. You're like, well, what is he doing?
Shouts out to Law Nation.
So I don't know. That's
there we go.
I think that's
Run
the biggest
over.
issue is the consistency with Dak is not always there.
No, you're 100% right.
Pause that. Hey, let's run over to Law Nation page. We ain't got long. Well, my show wasn't long, but go over there and support Law Nation, man. That's my guy. Tell them Voch Lombardi sent you. Love y'all to pieces. We'll be giving y'all some more content a little bit later. JR say we all fake. Hey, listen, we ain't gotta have long shows, man. Me and Will still ain't finna have no long show. You kidding me? Y'all never dose was the piece of whiskey, man. Love y'all, bro. Peace.